Of course, we have many avid boxing fans here in the studio, drawn from the world of show business. But one of Hollywood's top stars was especially keen to get involved when he heard about tonight's events. He has returned to the sport himself recently, so we're especially pleased to have a satellite link live with him tonight in his own gym in Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the star of 9.5 Weeks and Angel Heart, Mickey Rourke. Mickey, I think I'm right in saying that is your own gymnasium, is that correct?
Yes, this is the Outlaw Boxing Club. It's been here for about 3 years now.
I can almost feel the testosterone coming through the satellite there. Is it just a hobby for you, the boxing, or do you take it more seriously?
It's a little of both. I mean, you can't not take it seriously. I don't do theater, so it's my version of doing theater before I do a film.
How many fights have you had so far since you returned to professional boxing?
Well, I stopped for 16 years. I came back and I have 5 wins, 4 knockouts, and 1 draw. So 6 fights.
We've been talking here in the studio about what can happen to a boxer's looks in fighting. Do producers worry about that in you? Do they think that you're going to get beaten up or rather even more beaten up than you look already?
Listen, I still know a few people over there.
Now, a lot of people have been making predictions as to the outcome of the fight we're about to see between Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank. Who's your money on?
Well, I mean, my money is, let's put it this way. I have a relationship with Nigel. Listen, Nigel, how you doing?
How are you? Fine?
No, we met at the 5th Street Gym in Miami, and I was very impressed watching Nigel work out. He came before everyone else, played his music louder than anyone else's, and then left.
Now, Mickey, if I'm not mistaken, that rather imposing figure to your left is the current IBF super middleweight champion, the man that many boxing fans feel is the super middleweight who really is the one to beat, James Toney. James, I'm sure you're aware of this fight between Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank. Are you watching it with interest? Who do you think will win, and are you looking forward to taking one of them on?
I don't care who wins, and I'll fight either one of them. I mean, I'll fight both of them on the same night if they want to be.
Well, let me ask the guys if they have something to say back to you. First of all, Nigel, what do you think?
I don't mind coming over there and fighting him. I've done it with Barkley, Robbie Thin, Doug do it. I'm not scared of him. I'll come over there and fight him.
Let me tell you something. I'm not Iran Barkley, I'm not Doug DeWitt. When you come over here,
that's cool. I'll see you soon.
Let me ask for Chris Eubank's response to your statement, sir. Chris, what do you have to say? What do you have to say? Chris, what do you have to say to the current IBF super middleweight champion?
I'm the best. When I see you, I'm gonna beat you and your mama's ass.
Mr. Toney, we just have 2 minutes left of satellite time.
You're full of mouth,
I wonder if you have any final comment for fight fans over here. How do you regard the WBO and the WBC titles?
Well, the WBC stands for We Be Crooks, and the WBO, we don't even count that. So I'm the real champ. In order for them to be crowned champ, they gotta fight me. And the only way they're gonna make some real money is by fighting James Toney. I'm the $1 million man. If they want to make some money, they gotta fight me. That's what it all comes down to.
Thank you very much for your time. I think we've received your messages loud and clear. Chris, I know, is particularly keen to meet up with you socially.
No fighters in England. They all bums. Bunch of women over there. Bunch of mamas.
No, give the man his due. He's bigger than most of us.
Listen, can you put me through?
I think we've almost out of time now. Yeah. Chris would like to say one final thing to you. Chris Eubank, one final quick thing.
You seem as though you're purely ignorant, and I'll give you a few lessons.
When it comes down to it, you ain't signed no contracts. Neither one of y'all.
You're thick as 2 short planks.
Okay, guys, let's calm down. James, I can only say thank you very much. If you could thank Mr. Rourke as well for giving us the time. And I must just say how very glad I am that you're in Los Angeles and we're over here. Thank you for your time. James Toney and Mickey Rourke, ladies and gentlemen. Mickey, I think that's it. Mickey, I think we've got what we want there. Thank you very much for that. We'll let you know how the fight goes. Thanks very much for your time. The audience would like to say thank you as well. Thank you, Mickey Work. Thank you very much, Mr. Mickey Work there in Los Angeles. And, of course, as I said, the current IBF super middleweight champion, James Toney, who had quite a few things to say about you guys. Let me give you a chance to answer him now. Nigel, he seemed more than confident. He seemed to...
Very confident. Very good fighter indeed, but that guy seems to have a problem. I don't know what it is, but he has a serious problem.
I think it's a personality problem. That's what we're talking about.
Very good fighter. But once I get the job done, then I'd love to go over there and fight him.
And you fancy your chances with him?
It'll be a hard fight, yeah. I thrive on fear.
Chris, I know you have one or two things you'd like to say about his comments. The only statement I'd like to make, I mean, regardless of what transpires in a fight between me and Nigel, or Nigel and James Toney, or any which way you want to put it, that's, for me, it's irrelevant. This is one of the many aspects of why I don't like this sport. This is what I'm going to be dealing with here. It's like talking about my mother. I mean, this is...
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't need that.
Isn't there an element, though, in what he said that has taken part in the past between you and Nigel, the personal criticism?
I've never said anything about Nigel I couldn't justify. The basic fact what I'm trying to get over here is that I don't need to be dealing with this. I can't sleep at night when people talk to me this way.
But Chris, that's why, to many fans, you're an exciting boxer, because we know that what that man just said, which is basically, it's just stuff and nonsense. It's what people say to get a crowd. But we know that gets under your skin.
Well, all I'm saying is, well, okay, I can understand the spectator's point of view. I'm saying that don't expect me to like this. I can't take this.
Okay, we understand that. Thank you very much. Let me just go back in closing this evening, because, of course, you at home were just about to witness the fight. Chris, in the past, you said some things about Nigel. Nigel, you said some things about Chris. Yeah. Shall we end the show this evening with the sporting shaking of the hands? Well, all the talking is done. In a few minutes, it'll be down to business. Chris and Nigel, we wish you both the best of luck. In the meantime, thanks to our studio audience of celebrities. Thank you very much indeed, guys. And, of course, to you at home for watching. We now step aside to let the main event begin. Enjoy the fight. Good night.